Hi, it's Pat Gillis here, and do you want to save a life? Well, I've got a quick tip on how you can do that. What I'm talking about today is the water troughs that we put out for the horses. So especially I find as the weather gets hot, little creatures will come along and they will try to get a drink out of the water trough, and then they're going to fall in and then they drown. So we've over the years had experience where we find little dead squirrels, dead birds, dead chipmunks, things like that. It always breaks my heart. So what we did a few years back, well, quite a few years back now, I guess, but we started working on a system like this. I'll show it to you now. So here's our water trough, but in the corner here, we just attach it with a piece of baling twine to the fence. My friend Joan cut pieces of rubber mat out into long strips, and we just put that in the water trough. Oh, little daisy. That didn't drown. Anyway, we put that in the water trough. That way, so if something falls in and they can't quite reach up to here to get out, they can always sort of clamber up this piece right here. Now, if you don't have the rubber mats like thing that Joan did here, this is really great because it's quite stiff. What we'll do sometimes is we'll get some baling twine and we'll braid it up pretty thickly, and then we'll end up maybe just attach a rock to the bottom of it and let that sort of sit into the horse's tank as well. It's such an easy fix, and even if you don't like little squirrels and chipmunks and little birds like that, it's still a pain in the neck because once something dies in the water trough, of course, the horses aren't going to drink it, and then they're without water. So even from a purely horse-centered point of view, if you don't, you just want to make sure that you don't have things dying in the trough. For me, I'm a bit sentimental about it, and I can't think of a worse way to go than to just swim until you're completely exhausted and then, sink down below the waves, so to speak. So that's how you can save some lives this summer. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to thank your horse, and we will talk to you next week.